What do they do with all that poo?
I am so thrilled that my book is part of the Magnolia Children's Award winning circle. That just makes me so happy. When I was a kid, I didn't really like science because I didn't realize that science is all about curiosity and all about asking lots of questions and all about experimenting and trying things. But I did really like bugs and frogs and poking around in the dirt. So when I grew up, I now have a backyard that is full of birds and bees and butterflies, and I love my compost. I love trying to make the earth better in my backyard. That's how I got interested in the question about what zoos do with all that poo. And the truth is that if we want to save Mother Earth, and I know we all do want to save Mother Earth, we all have to start talking about poo, and we all have to start figuring out what to do with all the poo. So I'm very happy that you all are joining me in figuring this out and in being curious scientists. Thank you.
The winner of the 2020 Magnolia Book Award in the 3rd through 5th grade category is Real Friends by Sharon Hale, illustrated by Laywin Pham.
The 2020 Magnolia Book Awards winner in the 6th or 8th grade category is a tie. The winners are The Donut Fix by Jessie Janowitz and The Not So Boring Letters of a Private Nobody by Matthew Landis. Congratulations.
Book Festival attendees, it is I, Matt Landis, of the Not So Boring Letters of Private Nobody winner, grade 6 through 8, Magnolia Book Award. Man, this is so much fun to be here with you on the computer. This award means so much, you don't even know, because as a writer, we spend so much of our time wondering, does anyone care, right? Does anyone really care? We're shouting into this void, right? Does anyone care? And this is an example that people do care. Now, I don't write to get awards, right? But when someone shouts back from the void, people in Mississippi care. This is amazing, right? So it is such a point of validation. Thank you so much. This also means a lot to me as a teacher because I have lived 13 years of my career, right? I've been teaching now for 13 years, 8th grade. I live my life with middle school kids that I wrote this book for. And to hear that this story is connecting with kids in your state and in your area is incredible. I wrote this book so that kids would not hate history and not hate the Civil War. And to hear that that's happening in your area is amazing. It's so much validation. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful to everyone involved in this book festival. Everyone from Lindsay Beck, the president, and Beth Carlisle, vice president, to the people who run the festival and the University of Southern Mississippi, the staff on the campus and who are involved. I know how much work as an educator and as a writer that so much of what you do is underpaid and overlooked. And I want you to know that it's not for me, and I so appreciate it. If you have questions for me about the Civil War or about teaching or about writing or about my books, you can reach out to me on my website, which is listed below. Thank you so much. Have an amazing time. I'll see you later. Mom, I won this book award. Yes, I'm still writing books, Mom. Well, it was like a tie. Yes, I guess I was a co-winner.
The winner is A Heart and a Body in the World.
Hi, you guys. Oh, thank you so much for choosing my book, A Heart and a Body in the World, for your Magnolia Book Award. Oh, you guys, it means so much to me that you readers in particular chose my book. I am just touched and honored, and I wish I were there in person to be able to give you my thanks. I have to tell you that when people hear I wrote a book like this, the first thing they want to know is, are you a runner? And so I feel like I just have to confess that the longest I've ever run is the Mother's Day 5K fun run. Actually, it might not have been a full 5K. It was the lowest amount of K. And when I finished in pain and behind quite a few senior citizens. They gave me a banana and a bag of crunchy, healthy snacks. And this was extremely disappointing because I felt like I earned a big bag of money and a sheet cake, at least. So no, I'm not a runner, but I did know Annabelle, and I knew her heart. When I first began this book a few years ago, a high school graduate near me had committed a violent act, much like the one in the book. And he did this, he said, because his girlfriend had broken up with him, and he was jealous, and he didn't want her to move on. And every time I hear and hear and hear a story like that, I have to have this horrible thought, which is, that could have been me. I had been in a situation where violent things were done in the name of love. And I finally just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about how scary it is. I wanted to talk about how confusing it is. I wanted to talk about how misogyny can sometimes lead to violence. And I wanted to talk about the messages that we females get in the world, because we're often told that we're responsible for what we make men feel and what we make men do. And I wanted to explore that very carefully. But I also wanted to say something to you guys, which is that I myself have been through one side of a particular kind of country to another to find my voice, as Annabelle does, quite literally, run from one side of the country to another to find hers. And I wanted to convey to you guys that I believe, as a writer and as a human being, in the power of one voice. I believe in the power of your voice. And I believe in the power of all of our voices together to make the kind of world we want and the kind of changes in the world that we want. Thank you so much again, you guys. This means so much to me. So giant gratitude and giant sheet cakes to each one of you. Thank you so much.